notice usually people have a reaction when I tell them the name of the store. Yes, I know that you read the name of the store outside, but when I say it in person, usually it sort of evokes some sort of joyful emotion. Luxury lids, as in lids as being a play on words, lids meaning your cranium. I think it's far beyond you. Yeah, just call it a luxury hat store, but welcome to Luxury Lids. Here is the finest place for you to get yourself your very own cap, baseball cap, snapback cap, any sort of cap we have here in Luxury Lids. Luxury Lids is a place where people come who have no class or style whatsoever, who like to wear fedoras or any of those sorts of hats. Instead, they wish to have something a lot more casual, a lot more modern, something that's far more suited for everyday means, whether you be out playing sports, if you be out shopping, or you just need something a little bit more casual, or God forbid, use your hat for the very reason for what it was invented for being weatherproof and keep the sun out of your face. Yeah, why would you want any of those things, of course? So Luxury Lids is a place where you can get the finest hats for your head, for your cranium, your lid. Yeah, so have you been to a shop like this before where you've tried on hats? Oh, no, not to worry. This is an exclusive one-on-one, very personal, relaxing experience. I, the hat maker, get to try on the hats on the top of your head, and we're going to go through a lot of hats, a lot of colours, and try and find the right luxury lid for your fine self there. How does that sound there for you? Well, of course it sounds absolutely, minus the profanity, marvellous. Yeah, good. Well, no, I've got some hats here. Excuse me? Or aren't I going to measure your head first? My dear fellow, we have the tape measure here, so we don't have to use the tape measure. Luxury Lids is a place of hats where everything is adjustable and each size can be customized. Yeah, and if there is any little tweak to be made, then I will take it back into my store and I will remake it until I get it perfect. Okay? Great. So it goes by me sizing you up first, and I feel like if you could just tell me a little bit about yourself, what you do, what you like doing. Okay, you don't go out much. Okay, maybe this one. And you don't like really bold colours. Oh dear, or maybe not that one. Okay, and in terms of taste and things, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Is it sort of outdoor style things? No. Right, okay. Bit of a recluse, works a lot, doesn't go out that much, but wants a hat. Right. I think I've got some hats here for you. Okay. So we're going to start off with keeping it very, very plain here for you. This is a snapback, plain black cap. This is an adjustable snapback, hence the name. On the back, you are able to adjust all the sizes there on the back of your head. Now, you will find lots when you purchase caps and you're looking for the right hat, is that all caps have a different size, different shape to them. Some can be a little bit wider around the cranium. On the top, they could be a little bit flatter. Around the brim, they could be shorter, they could be longer, they could be quite wide, and then at the front you can have a tall hat or slightly shorter hat. This is a medium size in height there. This is a flat brim around the front here, so this is really good keeping the sun and out of your eyes. It can give you a lot of shade. Sometimes, what's the colour of your eyes? I won't say blue, but sometimes it tends to be, sometimes with people we find with more blue eyes have a little bit more difficulty when they're outside and it's pretty sunny, and they have sunglasses or they need to keep the sun out of their eyes. So a cap is a perfect thing for that. Now this one has just a nice tone of an opposite colour, so this is sort of creamy greyish white, so this is to contrast the cap here. So if you wear it on the front normally, it will look good like so. On the back, it will look good because you've got the white coloured brim there. So would you like to try this on? Of course you would. So I'm going to place that on your head there. Okay, so it might feel a little bit relaxing. Just allow it to fit in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's nice and fitted in there for you. We'll pull that over there. Right, and make sure that's all fitting. What do you feel about that? You absolutely hate it. Okay, let's take that off there for you. That's not your one. Now, I've got something a little bit luxurious here for you. Now, you look like someone who's got absolutely no taste or class whatsoever. So I picked up this quite novelty, luxurious cap for you. Now, you've got to see past the quality here because the novelty supersedes it. So this is a hand-stitched character of I don't know where from what, but it's very popular apparently. And this has been stitched into this fake leather cap here. This is a shiny, sort of almost sheen black here on the cap. It looks very good with the contrasting blue holes around the back here. It has a logo on the back, and this snapback you will find can be adjusted by a Velcro strap here. So this is a very, very good way of quickly adjusting the size of your cap, so you're always going to get the perfect fit. Now, like I said, the thing is with this particular cap is that it does have a little bit of a different shape because of the stitching here. It takes a little while for it to fit your head, but once you wear it enough, you'll find that this comes out like that, and it will form into the perfect hat. Would you like to try it on? Of course I know it's Chewbacca. Of course. Just didn't want to say it. Okay, there we go. So it feels really good at the top there. Yeah, so when you wear a hat, you know instantly if it's going to feel good. You should feel something on your cranium. There's just something very relaxing about wearing a cap. Yeah, that does look good on you. I think the dark tones do suit you, very neutralizing, and it brings out your features a little bit more. Yeah, there's so much to caps. However, I don't think that one. So maybe we'll try a lighter version here for you. Now, this is a nice cap. Now, when you get to a certain age, a certain disposition, then you sometimes wish to wear hats which are going to be a little bit more neutral, something that doesn't stand out or draw attention to yourself, but still looks clean, still looks smart. And this is one of those caps. This is a sort of beige white. It's a very pleasing colour and goes very nicely with your summer outfits, God forbid, should you have any. But this cap is a nice snapback. It has a nice medium-sized front here. The brim is a sort of small to medium here. It's very rounded, but it is an extra large cap, okay, with extra strap on the back here too. So you'll find this will fit a very large head. It's got a very nice shape to it, like so. And I think that's going to look very good on you. Let's try that on. Okay. How does that feel? Yeah, that's looking good. That is a very nice cap. Yeah, that looks very good. I would appreciate if you felt a little bit more enthused. I mean, you are in a luxurious lit store after all. We thought this would be a two-way thing, tried on that, but apparently it's just one. Okay, so this has a contrasting colour with the grey here as well. So it goes quite nicely with this cap. However, we're going to switch it up. We do have different brands in here as well. This is an Oakley cap. This is a different cap which has a mesh around the back end. So this is almost meant to be worn backwards like that. So your front like that. That will be protecting down the back of your neck from sun. And then you'll find with the mesh material that you get on caps and snapbacks, that's really good for aerating your head, keeping it all nice and cool and airy. Forget the protection from the sun, because obviously it won't be as protected as if it was covered with material such as this at the front of the cap. But if it's the mesh open air, then it's gonna be, you're gonna compensate that with more aeration in there as well. So it's very nice when you wear it when it's very hot. Okay, this has a slight baseball curve to the brim. Okay, it's not a flat snapback. The curve and then is going to protect you in the sun a little bit better, and it's going to look very good on you. I think this can be worn both front and back. How about we try this one on? Great. Now, enjoy it. A cap is a very, very personal thing. Yeah. So we try that on. I think that's looking good on you there. That's very smart on the front. Material looking good. It's not too thick. Some caps can have very thick and uncomfortable material, and you wear it for more than 5 minutes. It could be very, very sweaty for you. That looks like it's a nice fit for you, and I know the material is very good with these sorts of caps. Let's take that off. And there's a slight stretchy material to it, so it feels nice and loose when it's on, and on the inside it's elasticated in there too. It's a nice cap. I'm going to switch up the colour a little bit now. This blue one has been eyeing me up to be tried onto you. Now this is one of our signature caps here. Okay, we have a medium to large size brim here. It's a little bit longer, as you notice here. It's an extra large head shape, as you'll be able to see here. And the extra large would be probably from about possibly 59.5 centimeters to plus to 60 centimeters plus. That is what would be categorized as an extra large head shape. So that would be a very well suited cap for that size and head. Okay, which is yours, believe it or not. Okay, well, I know I didn't measure it, but it's very easy to work out when you try on the caps. Okay, that's why you're in a luxurious cap store. Okay, can we press on? Any more doubting questions? Great. Okay, so we've got our snapback adjustment strap here. Okay, very easy to take off and do up again. Okay, it is not aerated like a mesh, but this is going to protect you nicely from the sun. Might get a little bit hot, but of course you've got your standard cap air hose in there as well. This is a nice contrasting grey colour to the blue, and it can be worn both front and back. Front and back, and both ways will look very good on you actually. So would you like to try this particular cap on? Well, of course you would, of course you would. Right, let's put that on there. And all these sizes tend to be quite a good fit for you actually. That's quite surprising. You just look like you had a very abnormal head shape, but that's actually very complimentary of you. It pains me to say it, but I think every single cap that you've tried on so far, thus far, has actually been a solid fit for you, and it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, how unfortunate for me. Well, no, I'm actually very fortunate for me. It means you have a great selection of hats, but how unfortunate for me, because I thought none of the caps were going to suit you whatsoever actually. So, a nice cap for you. Well, turns out that I've got another cap here for you. Could be a little bit suited for you now. We have a little bit of interest in this. I think one of our nerd stores down here that does games and things, they wear a cap like this particular one. This is a smaller head cap made it can be extended to fit a larger head there, because there's plenty of room with the straps on the back of the cap. Okay, these straps have double the amount of buttons, so it can be even more secure fit for you as well. This has been loaded up with Star Wars comic style artwork, and it looks very good in the cap. This is a very, very nice limited edition cap snapback. This has the nice light grey with the white contrast in Star Wars Return of the Jedi anniversary cap. 40 years, but it's an amazing cap. It'd be better if it was far more larger than it actually is. However, if you like it when you try it on, this is a sort of velvety plush material at the front, so it'll feel pretty nice. Of course, now let's get that on you there. So if you were looking for something a bit more casual, like if you're going shopping, perhaps you're going to the cinema, anything along those lines, anything a little bit nerdy, that's the perfect cap for it. If you're going to theme park or something like that, then that's the perfect cap for it. See, you've got to have a cap for every occasion. If you don't want to do anything with your hair, you can't be bothered, and you get out of bed and you think, my gosh, I can't be bothered with that today. Find me the nurse cap. That would be a good cap for those nerdy occasions. Great, I'm going to take that off there for you. But don't worry, all of these caps will be perfectly sanitized, if not thrown in the bin immediately afterwards, and burnt to the pulp. But if you choose to purchase them, then they will all be packed up perfectly for you. Did you like that cap? Well, a cap you should feel a little bit different when you wear a particular cap. It should make you feel slightly good. Okay, so we got more of a baseball cap here. Now this is an extra large brim that you have here. Okay, you can tell by the size it's going to be extra sun protection with this particular baseball cap. It's going to look good once you wear it, and you have the option, because it's longer there, pull it back a little bit more. It's still going to look good. You push it over, it's going to protect you from the sun, give you more shade. This is our buckle adjustment here, so just literally as a tension one, pull it out. It's got the clawed bits at the end, adjust accordingly, and then click, place back in. Now baseball caps, you can wear them backwards, but I always think a flat brim on the back looks best to be worn backwards. If you have a baseball cap, just the rules of caps basically and lids is that it's better to have the curved brim at the front, flat on the back. That is the correct right way to do that. If I ever see anyone in this area who has it like that, I tend to either just walk behind them and just tap their cap off their head and say, oh dear, it's the wind, or I just say, oh, let me help you, and change their cap around the right way for them. Okay, so this is a nice casual cap. This is very, very smart looking. It's that lovely color of the beige, and the white is very warm and inviting, so let's just try that on. Okay, I thought this one for you just because you have that certain look about you where you can probably pause and pull off the smart look, and I think that will go with the number of outfits for you. It's summertime as well. I think that would be a very nice hat for you, and then you go for more dark tones in the darker seasons, in the colder, cooler seasons. Great, yeah, it's a nice cap. Yeah, let's just take that off there. Okay. Well, you're doing really good at the moment. We've certainly getting through the caps at the moment. So I will just say, we've got an option here. If you purchase your caps, then you get these on the inside. So this just basically, when you're not using your cap, you can take your hat, place it in, and tuck it underneath the brim. That's going to make sure it retains the shape of your cap, and you're not going to ruin it whatsoever. So, got another plain black one here for you. So this is a slightly smaller one for a smaller head, though it's got a little bit more height in it, but the brim in it is just a medium. It's not an extra large, it's not small, but this can be adjusted, of course, so it fits a larger head. But the thing is, you've always got to know the trade-off with the caps. If you have an elongated strap here, then this becomes wider, and then it starts to look like, well, why you're wearing a cap, and it can pull back and basically create that sort of shape. All of our caps don't do that. If you adjust it wide like that, it's still going to retain the top shape here, which is very important when it comes to wearing a cap properly. Everyone has their preferences, but here in the Bands of Farquhar, there's two ways of doing it: the wrong way of doing it and the correct way of doing it, and we just so happen to promote the correct way. So this is a plain black snapback cap. Okay, something too fancy. It's black on the brim, on the underside there also. It comes in a little bit of more of a thicker material, a little bit of elasticated stretch to it, so it should feel pretty nice when you're wearing it. So I'm just going to place that on your head there. I do apologise, I haven't actually asked if you wanted to wear any of these caps yet. I've just assumed because you're in luxury lids, then anyone who walks in, I assume, is here to buy a cap. Yeah, okay, that looks very good. You notice around the brim here as well, it comes up a little bit thicker than all the rest, and I think that looks very smart. Yeah, fits around your head pretty well. Another one to add to the list there for you. Just take that off. So, yeah, indeed, that's quite a nice one there. So you do have a choice that if you purchase caps from us, then you get your very own stickers to put them. You can take these off. I advise that you take them off pretty instantly before you actually go out wearing it, purely because you'll leave a shadow mark on the cap, and that's not recommended. That will look pretty ridiculous. So you've looked through a lot of caps. I know we have hundreds of caps here in the store, and probably thousands actually. Yeah, but it means we've got to have the right one here for you. We can try and hatch one night, but I think there's one more that would be suited for you. I wouldn't recommend you going to look at any of the other caps because I didn't get them for you. Yeah, okay. And there's one final thing here, and it's all about gauging the right size, the right material, the right colour, the right look, and the right style of the cap. And then that's all dependent on which cap you choose: baseball, snapback, flat, any sort of cap. Okay, this particular one I think is a very, very, very good medium for you. So I've chosen this neutral colour because I feel like that's just the sort of relaxed vibe, which can be mistaken as incredibly rude and irritating, but the relaxed vibe and aura which you have about you. Okay, someone who's very chill, quite neutral, and just, you know, has a good look about them. This, yes, that was a compliment. This is a nice lighter grey for the cap. It's slightly pointed on the brim, okay, so you can just gently tease it around a little bit more. You can curve it out a little bit, but some hats, the small little peak there looks pretty good. So this gives you the opportunity to wear it on the back because it's not very obvious. It could almost be flat, and then at the front there also, so you have full protection. This is a very nice breathable cashmere material here with the mesh at the front of the cap here, so keeping your head nice aerated and nice and cool when it's hot. Okay, hello there. So this is a very, very nice cap, fully adjustable as all snapbacks are. Okay. There we go, looking very lovely and very, very smart indeed. Okay, so would you like to try this particular cap on? Are you sure? Yeah, perhaps this cap is actually far too good for you. I'm only joking. There you go. Right, let's place that on there. Well, another fine looking cap that you've got on there. Yeah, it looks very good. It very much suits you. It's a very neutral colour. I think all the colours we've picked for you, you've got the warmth and the coolness of summer, okay, with the beige, and you've got the greys, which the light greys, which look very good, the novelty ones, that looks superb, okay, and the black set, in fact, they all suit you, yeah, and you feel nice and relaxed when you're wearing it, nice and chill. The cap's just meant to make you feel relaxed, no more, no less. Yeah. Well, let me take that off there for you. Okay. So it's mandatory for people of your ilk to probably say thank you so much, and I'll have a think about it in turn and then walk out the store. Yeah. Well, so if you're going to do that, I'm going to place the cap here, and if you'd like to do that now, you can, and so you won't incur my wrath and rage again. Well, that is surprising. Did you tell me you have an intention of purchasing a cap? fascinating. I really did not think you would. Like, what's it? The beige cap. Black snapback, thicker material. A nice grey mesh cap. Novelty Star Wars cap, perhaps. Beige snapback cap, very nice cap. Or is it going to be the blue snapback cap? Very nice cap there as well. Perhaps a slightly thinner black snapback, but with the grey on the bottom. Or perhaps the novelty with the blue, if I would say the blue and green. Chewbacca leather, fake leather hat there. Perhaps. Or is it going to be the black Oakley cap there? Looks very nice, elasticated material. Or is it going to be another beige hat there? Well, we have a great arrangement of hats, which I certainly haven't been able to actually put on the shelf yet. I just left here and picked them randomly for you, and they actually all fit you. Excuse me? You would like all of these hats? Are you sure? Do you know how much luxury lids caps cost? Okay, let me break it down for you. So we've got 50, okay, and we've got 55, we've got 60, it's a really luxury lid, okay, 50, 50, 50, 70, limited edition, 50, 50, 55, because it's a luxurious one. That's all fine. Well, that's great to hear. You must be absolutely stinking rich. Right, I'll get all of these gift boxed for you, and you'd like to take them all now, as they are? Well, let me find you all brand new ones, and I'll put them in the bags for you. What do you mean, you want the ones that you tried on? Certainly, of course, even better. Right, well, so you would like me just to hand you these caps right here that you've tried on? There you go. Excellent. Good, good, good. And you're happy with those caps? Perfect. Well, if you'd like to make payment just there. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for visiting Luxury Lids and trying on some luxurious caps, hats, baseball hats, snapbacks, and all sorts of caps. Well, take care of yourself. Do come back here and see you. Cheerio.